What's going on, everybody? Sergeant Jax here, bringing you a video today. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how to break into baseball glove, or specifically how I do it. Now, I've got requests for this video a few times in the past, and I just haven't done it before yet. So I want to go ahead and do one. Since I did do a video on how to condition your baseball glove, I actually want to do one on how to break in your baseball glove. So yeah, we're going to start with that. So most of you guys know this is my newest glove I have, and this is also one of the newest gloves I have. I got this one back in October, and I got this one for Christmas. So this one is fairly well broken in. It's still a little stiff, but it's getting there. So I have two methods in which I break in gloves. I use one method on this one and another method on this one. So we're gonna start with this one. So for my 44, I pretty much did it a very traditional way. I did originally want to take it to get steamed, but I didn't know if the red right here would have run off into the blonde, so I didn't want to take the chance because I do have something like that here in this finger. You can tell there's a little bit of red right there, it kind of ran off onto it, and I don't know how that happened. I don't know if that was during when it was being made or if it happened maybe when I was using it. I'm not sure. So I didn't really want to take the chance on steaming the glove and having it bleed out the red all over the blonde and then pretty much just ruin the glove. So I took a very traditional approach with this one. I basically played catch. Number one, always play catch. That's your best bet. If you just want to go, very traditional route, you want to take your time with your glove, you just play catch. What I did for this one, I definitely played a lot of catch with this one. As soon as I got it, played catch. I played catch with it for quite a while, but I didn't really use it that much in practice because I really wanted to take some time and form the pocket on it. The way I did that is use this mallet. I purchased this at Academy Rawlings mallet. I believe it was $15.99 when I bought it. Not sure how much it is now, but they do have cheaper ones. I know they have a hot glove one. The hot glove one is like $9.99, I believe. So if you want to go a little bit cheaper, there's that. And they have I think the Zuna one for $29.99. Or yeah, $19.99, something like that. I think it was $30 when I saw it. So if you look at a lot of videos on breaking in gloves, they tell you to really focus on the break points. And the break points, if you don't know, consist of here, this general area. So you want to hit that. And then on the other side as well, you want to hit this. Now, it also depends where you want your fingers to close. See, I like mine closing together here. So if you want them to close here, then you make sure you hold it there, and then you make sure you're on a soft, semi-hard surface. So what I normally do is I do it on the table, but then I put a towel underneath it so it kind of absorbs it, so it doesn't make too much noise from banging on the table, but it also keeps a lot of it hitting the glove instead of sending it through hitting the table. So you really just want to hit the points here and here, and also, like I said, it depends where you want your fingers to close. So if you want to close back here, you want to close a little further back, depending on what you want to do, then you would hold it there, and then you would beat it there on both sides. So you'd have to hold it on both sides, make sure it's on the finger you want. So I like this. I don't know, I have OCD, so anything but, closing here, the pinky and the thumb, it just feels weird and looks weird to me. So I like this. I don't like anything like going back here and shit. It looks weird. I did that, and I spend a lot of time in my room and I'm doing nothing, just hit the pocket, get it formed. And what you also want to do is make sure you hit right here in the wrist. What you want to do is to get it to bend. Now what I did with this one, I don't know where it's at, so I couldn't find it for the video, but I have a glove wrap. So what I did is pinch this. I put the ball in the pocket, then I pinched this like that. Pinched it to make it very narrow, and then I put the glove wrap over it, and then put it. I don't recommend putting it under your mattress, but if you want to, you can. There's nothing too wrong with that. It's just it does break in a little bit quicker, but you also have the risk of potentially turning your glove into a pancake, really. So I usually just wrap it and just leave it off to the side, either on a chair, on the floor, wherever. That way you can hold the pocket. But when you do that, make sure you have it laying down, so gravity kind of does some of the work for you and really puts a lot of the weight into the pocket. So you gotta make sure you put the ball right where you want it to be. But just make sure you break this right here, the wrist. As long as you break this in, then the fingers definitely close a little faster. I gotta do a little bit more work on it, but breaking this in right here, it really helps the fingers closing a little bit faster. It helps you break it in a little bit quicker. But like I said, you're just doing nothing. Just go in there, beat the palm, make sure you hit it right in the pocket where you want the ball to be formed. Also, a big thing is to also hit the web. You want to hit the web because just in case, I've had this in the past on one of my gloves. It hit the web, and the web wasn't fully broken in, but like the fingers were, so it felt real loose, but the web was still pretty stiff, so it hit the web and it bounced out. I noticed that. So a tip that I learned was to make sure you break in the web. Now you can do that just by same thing, you just want to beat it like that, or you want to take it here and you want to really like just jam it up. Just jam it up into the web, loosen up, because you also want to loosen up these laces. So you just want to do that, and obviously want to move the glove around a little bit, really get it, loosen the fingers. That's another big thing, so you want to get those laces loose in the fingers. Also another thing, if you want to, I don't know how to put this. I use conditioner, but I don't use a conditioner just to keep the glove and the leather healthy. I also use it to break it in, so I will definitely put some on there, mainly in the pocket, and it's a good way to clean your glove, but it also helps on the breaking in process a little bit, depending on what you want to use. Now, if you want to use hot glove, you can use hot glove. I used it once, and I did it fairly well. Nothing really happened. I didn't burn anything off, but it's just a very risk. If you don't do it right, you have to thoroughly spread it throughout the glove. So I use conditioner. I like Nakona. I'm not holding it right. I like this one a lot. I recommend using this one. I mean, you can use your brand specific one, like the Wilson, the Rawlings one. You can do whatever you want, but I like this one a lot more. So yeah, you just want to lay it on there, get a layer around the palm. Hit up the mallet, you should be good. And that's what I did with this one, because I didn't want it to run off. The red to run off into the blonde. I didn't want to risk it, so I did it a very traditional way. Now, the method I use for this is similar, but also a little bit different. I also use this on my Rawlings GG Elite. So what I did is I steamed it. I took this one to Dick's Sporting Goods and got it steamed. Now the thing with steaming, it's a pretty quick way to break in your glove. They pretty much, you can tell them how broken in you want it. They're working on it for a while, and they'll come ask you, how's it feel? If you want it broken in a little bit more, you can break it in a little bit more. But I didn't break this one in too much. You can tell it's still a little stiff. Still got some work to do on it, because I wanted to form the pocket. Now the thing is, they don't when you're there and they're doing it for you, breaking the glove, they don't really focus on forming the pocket. So that's why I just did it like, I don't even want to say halfway. It's not even halfway broken in yet, So what I wanted to do is get it really well broken in where I'm able to close it enough to where I can play catch, so it's just not popping out. And then I'm able to play catch to form the pocket as well, but also it's a little easier to hit it with the mallet. So the mallet's a big thing. If you don't have one, you can make one. There's some videos on YouTube, if you want to buy one. But, big thing is making the pocket with the mallet. Definitely. Just want to beat it a couple times just to get it right. And if you want to do the break points, you can. It's up to you. It varies between people. Now, in this one, I haven't broken in too much. I haven't really put a lot of effort behind it yet. But definitely got to focus on this here to get the fingers closing quick. And you got to work on the web a little bit more. The web and the palm is what I've been focusing on right now, what I've been beating with it. So, you really want to do it like that so you can loosen up. The fingers, I haven't used the glove a lot yet. I took it broken in, played catch maybe a couple times, but I haven't really used it on the field or anything yet. So I definitely recommend, if you want to get it done quick, I definitely recommend steam. Now, if you want to do it traditional way, mainly by yourself, then do that. Get the mallet, play catch. You can always do that. But a big thing is always play catch until you have it right where you want it to be. It just depends on the person, especially on this one too, where like I said on that one, where I have the fingers closing in pretty much very equal like that. Same thing on this glove. I just like all my gloves like that. My Louisville doesn't close like that, and it gives me cringe. But if you don't, try tuning your pinky, because I found that's a quicker way to break it in. It's gonna be broken in like that. So if you try to go back to traditional, it's not gonna close as well because it's not used to in your hands, not really used to it. I like Tune the Peaky. I've been using Tune the Peaky since sophomore year, and it's really comfortable with me, and it helps with the breaking in process. That's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. If you learned anything, comment. And if you want to see any other videos, if you have any recommendations for videos that I think you think I should do, please comment down below. Make sure you subscribe if you're new. As we start from, guys. Later.